What if I told you the secret to a long mobile life isn't hiding in a high-tech gym, an expensive supplement, or some grueling workout routine? What if, instead, it was found in a few simple, gentle movements practiced for just a few minutes every single day? In parts of the world known for longevity like Japan, the approach to aging just looks different. Now, let's be real, it's not some perfect utopia. Japan faces its own significant challenges with an aging population. But there's a powerful cultural mindset that weaves movement into the fabric of daily life. While many of us in the West might resign ourselves to future stiffness and pain, it's common to see Japanese elders gardening, walking to the market, and playing with their grandchildren on the floor, well into their 80s and 90s. So what's their secret? It's not a mythical fountain of youth. While factors like a great healthcare system play a huge role, the difference is also cultural. It's the understanding that consistency, not intensity, is what unlocks a healthier future. These aren't workouts. They're rituals. They're daily habits that nourish the body, sharpen the mind, and preserve the one thing we all value most: our independence. If you're over 50, you probably know the feeling. You wake up and your back feels like a block of concrete. Your knees creak like a rusty gate when you stand up. You hesitate to get on the floor to play with your dog, not because you don't want to, but because you're secretly wondering if you'll be able to get back up again. This slow-motion theft of our mobility can feel like a betrayal by our own bodies. It creates a subtle background hum of fear of falling, fear of losing strength, and ultimately fear of losing the freedom to live life on your own terms. But it absolutely does not have to be this way. The human body is designed to move. The problem is that our modern lives, filled with chairs, cars, and convenience, have trained us to be still. And that stillness ages us faster than anything else. In this video, we're going to explore 6 simple foundational movements inspired by the daily habits of some of the world's longest living people. These aren't complicated exercises. You don't need any special equipment. All you need is a few minutes and the willingness to believe you have the power to change how you age. We'll look at the simple logic and science behind why these movements are so darn effective at keeping the body resilient, balanced, and full of life. Before we jump in, I'd love to build a community of people dedicated to aging powerfully. Drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from, and maybe one thing you hope to reclaim by bringing more movement back into your life. It's great to know we're on this journey together. The first movement is maybe the most fundamental of all: walking. In Japan, there's a concept called sanpo, which is basically just a stroll. It's not a formal ritual with a secret breathing pattern. It's simpler and honestly more profound. It's the cultural appreciation for taking a walk as a part of the daily rhythm of life. The wisdom isn't in the name but in the approach, moving with mindfulness and consistency. The health benefits of daily walking are overwhelming. We know it improves heart health, helps manage blood pressure, strengthens bones, and boosts your mood. But the mindful approach adds another layer of benefits that directly pushes back against the challenges of aging. Modern life has disconnected us from our feet. We stuff them into stiff shoes and walk on flat, predictable surfaces, paying zero attention to the miracle of mechanics involved. Mindful walking is about reestablishing that connection. It's a form of moving meditation that calms the nervous system and sharpens your sense of balance. Research has also found a fascinating link between how we walk and our health. Many large studies on older adults have shown that gait speed is a surprisingly strong predictor of longevity. This doesn't mean you need to start speed walking everywhere. Instead, it shows that your walking ability is a reflection of your underlying health, your strength, your balance, your cardiovascular function. By practicing mindful walking, we aren't just taking a stroll. We are actively tuning up the very systems that allow us to walk well in the first place. Here's how to practice it. Find a quiet place to walk for 5 to 10 minutes without distraction. A park, your backyard, even a hallway. First, just stand still. Feel your feet on the ground. How is your weight distributed? Are you leaning forward? To one side? Just notice, don't judge. As you start to walk, go at a slow, deliberate pace. Pay attention to the sensation of your foot meeting the ground. Feel the heel-to-toe roll. Heel, midfoot, ball of the foot, and then your toes pushing off. Keep your posture upright but relaxed. Your head should be balanced over your shoulders, and your shoulders over your hips. Let your arms swing naturally. You might notice your breath syncing with your steps, like inhaling for 3 steps and exhaling for 3. Don't force it, just let it happen. This isn't about mileage, it's about attention. By focusing on the act of walking, you quiet the mental chatter and become fully present in your body. Start with just 5 minutes a day. It's a small investment that pays huge dividends in mobility and mindfulness. Our second movement is inspired by a brilliant Japanese public health tradition, Radio Taiso. Since the 1920s, a national radio broadcast has guided millions of Japanese people, from kids to office workers to seniors, through a simple 3-minute stretching routine. It's a shared daily ritual that proves the power of gentle, consistent, full-body movement. You don't need the radio broadcast to get the benefits. The wisdom of Radio Taiso is simple. Gently move every major joint in the body through its full range of motion. Think of it as morning lubrication for your body. As we get older, waking up stiff is common. This happens partly because the synovial fluid, our body's natural joint lubricant, doesn't circulate as well when we're inactive overnight. A helpful way to think about it is that gentle, dynamic stretching encourages this fluid to get moving again. It's like giving your joints a drink of water after a long night, preparing them for the day. Regularly moving your joints like this helps maintain and even improve your flexibility. This is key for all the simple things we take for granted. Reaching for a high shelf, bending down to tie your shoes, or looking over your shoulder to back out of the driveway. When we stop moving our joints through their full range, that range starts to shrink. This routine is a daily declaration that you plan to keep it. Here are 3 simple moves, inspired by the spirit of Radio Taiso, that you can do every morning. First, the overhead reach and circle. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, knees soft. As you inhale, slowly raise your arms out to the sides and up overhead. Don't strain. Just go as high as is comfortable for your shoulders. As you exhale, circle your arms back down. Feel the movement in your shoulder joints. Repeat this 4 to 6 times. Second, the gentle side bend. With your feet still shoulder width apart, place one hand on your hip. Inhale and raise your other arm straight up. As you exhale, gently bend to the side, feeling a nice stretch along your ribs. Think about creating length, not just crunching down. Hold for a breath, then inhale back to the center. Do this 3 or 4 times on each side. Third, the torso twist. Stand with a soft bend in your knees, arms relaxed. Gently begin to twist your upper body from side to side. Let your arms swing freely like loose ropes, maybe tapping against your body. The movement should come from your core and spine, not from muscling it with your arms. Do this for about 30 seconds. Doing this short sequence every morning can totally change how you feel. It shakes off stiffness, boosts circulation, and tells your brain and body that it's time to get moving. It's a powerful way to start your day with intention. This next one is about reclaiming a fundamental human posture that the chair has practically engineered out of our lives: the deep resting squat. For thousands of years and still today in many cultures, the deep squat is how people rest, work, and hang out. We've just forgotten how. Our bodies are a direct reflection of the positions we hold most often. A lifetime in chairs tends to shorten the muscles in the front of our hips, tighten our hamstrings, and weaken our glutes. At the same time, our ankles, knees, and hips lose their deep range of motion. Reintroducing the deep squat is a fantastic way to counteract the effects of chronic sitting. This movement isn't about exercise in the gym class sense. It's about restoring mobility. Holding a deep squat gently stretches your entire backside, calves, hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. It helps open up the hips and encourages ankle mobility, both of which are critical for stable, balanced walking. It can feel incredibly relieving for a stiff lower back, as it allows those tight muscles to gently lengthen and release. For many of us, dropping into a deep squat right away just isn't going to happen, and that's totally fine. This is a goal to work toward, not a test. Here's how you can safely start exploring it. Start with support. Stand in front of a sturdy kitchen counter, a doorknob, or a heavy piece of furniture. Place your feet a bit wider than shoulder width, toes pointed slightly out. Holding on for balance, slowly lower your hips down and back like you're aiming for a very low chair. Only go as low as you feel comfortable and stable. Your main goal is to keep your heels on the ground. If they pop right up, that's just a sign of tight calves and limited ankle mobility, super common. If your heels lift, stick a rolled-up towel or a book under them. This little bit of elevation will help you sink deeper while keeping your feet supported. The goal is to eventually be able to just rest in this position. Let the counter hold most of your weight at first. Try to relax. Breathe deeply into your belly and feel your hips begin to open. Start by holding for just 20 to 30 seconds. Don't bounce or force it. The magic happens in the sustained, relaxed hold. Over time, as you get more mobile, you can try using less support from your hands. Try to weave this into your day. Practice while you wait for the kettle to boil or during a commercial break. It's not about one long session, but about frequent, short visits to this natural human position. By patiently working on your squat, you're reclaiming a piece of your body's heritage and building a foundation for lifelong mobility. Our fourth movement is less of an exercise and more of a vital life skill, the ability to get up from the floor. This might sound trivial, but a growing body of research suggests it's one of the most important predictors of longevity and independence. Around 2012, a study by Brazilian researchers developed a simple tool called the sitting rising test. They watched middle-aged and older adults sit down on the floor and then stand back up, scoring them based on how much they had to use their hands, knees, or arms for support. They then followed these folks for over 6 years. The results were startling. The study found a strong link. Participants who needed the most help, those with the lowest scores, had a significantly higher mortality rate during the study period than those who could perform the move with ease. Now, it's really important to understand what this means. This is a correlation, not causation. The inability to get up from the floor doesn't, in itself, make you unhealthy. Rather, it's a powerful indicator of your overall physical fitness. Getting up off the floor without help requires lower body strength, core stability, balance, and flexibility. If any of those are missing, the task becomes a struggle. The test is basically a real-world pop quiz for your functional fitness. Beyond being a clinical predictor, this skill has huge real-world meaning. A fear of falling is a major source of anxiety for many older adults. But a huge part of that fear isn't just the fall itself. It's the fear of not being able to get back up. Having the strength and confidence to get up on your own is incredibly empowering and can allow you to live a much freer life. Practicing this movement is a direct investment in your long-term independence. Here's how to approach it safely. First, let's get down to the floor. Stand with your feet hip-width apart. Step one foot back into a lunge and slowly lower your back knee to the floor. Then bring the other knee down so you're kneeling. From there, shift your weight to one side, bring your hip to the floor, and find a comfortable seated position. Now for the reverse. From a seated position, roll onto one side and use your hands to push yourself up to a kneeling position. From kneeling, place your hands on the floor in front of you for stability. Bring one foot forward, placing it flat on the ground with your knee bent at 90 degrees. With your hands still on the floor or on your forward knee for support, push through your feet to rise to a standing position. The goal is to gradually use less support. As you get stronger, try using only one hand. Then try getting up without using your hands at all, maybe by crossing them over your chest. This will take some real core and leg strength. Treat this as a practice, not a test. Do it once or twice a day on a soft surface like a carpet or a yoga mat. By regularly practicing the floor rise, you're not just training your muscles, you're training for life. One of the biggest threats to our mobility as we age is sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle and strength. Our fifth movement is a fantastic tool to fight back, inspired by the foundational training of Japan's iconic sumo wrestlers, the shikadachi, or sumo stance. This is an isometric exercise. Isometrics involve contracting a muscle and holding it in a fixed position. Think of holding a plank or pushing against a wall. This type of training is incredibly useful as we age because it can build serious strength and endurance with very low impact on the joints, making it a great choice for those managing something like arthritis. Holding the wide-legged sumo stance specifically targets some of our most important muscles for stability: the quads, front of the thighs, the glutes, your powerful butt muscles, and the adductors, inner thighs. These muscles are the bedrock of our balance. Strong legs and hips are what prevent falls, let us climb stairs with confidence, and get out of a chair with ease. While a regular squat is great, the isometric hold challenges the muscles differently. It forces them to stay fired up for an extended period, which builds muscular endurance and wakes up all the little stabilizing muscles around the hips and knees that often get ignored. It's functional strength at its finest. Here's how to do the static sumo stance safely. Stand with your feet set much wider than your shoulders. Find a width that feels stable for you. Turn your toes out at roughly a 45-degree angle. Keep your back straight and your chest up. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head to the ceiling. Slowly bend your knees and sink your hips down and back, as if you're lowering yourself onto a wide stool. Only go as low as you can while keeping good form. Your knees should track in line with your toes. Don't let them collapse inward. Find your holding point. This is the spot where you feel your muscles working, but it's not painful. At first, this might be a very shallow bend, and that's perfect. The benefit comes from the sustained hold, not how deep you go. Now, a quick but important heads up. Isometric exercises can cause a temporary spike in blood pressure. So if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure or other cardiovascular concerns, please talk with your doctor before making this a regular habit. Once you're in position, just hold. Place your hands on your thighs for a little support, or on your hips. Breathe steadily. Focus on the feeling of your muscles working and your feet grounding you to the floor. Start with a hold of just 15 to 20 seconds. As you get stronger, you can gradually increase the time to 30, 45, or even 60 seconds. This is a perfect habit-stacking exercise. Do it for 30 seconds while you brush your teeth or wait for your toast. A few short holds spread throughout the day are a profoundly effective way to build the foundational strength that will keep you on your feet and moving with power. Our final movement is a wonderfully simple exercise that ties together the health of the body and the brain. All you need is a small hand towel. In Japan, a thin cotton towel called a tenugui is common, but any dish towel will work perfectly. This move is a brilliant application of modern biomechanics and neuroscience. It focuses on something called cross-lateral movement, which just means moving a limb across the middle of your body. Our brain is split into two hemispheres, and they talk to each other through a bundle of nerves called the corpus callosum. The right brain controls the left body, and the left brain controls the right body. Every time you do a cross-lateral move, like touching your right hand to your left knee, you encourage these two halves of your brain to communicate better. Regularly practicing these kinds of movements is great for coordination, balance, and body awareness. It's a fantastic way to keep your brain and body connected and working as a team. But this move does more than just that. By holding the towel taut, you create gentle resistance. As you twist, you engage the deep stabilizer muscles of your core and the postural muscles of your upper back. This provides a fantastic antidote to the slumped, forward head posture many of us get from years of sitting. It gently mobilizes the upper and middle part of your back, which tends to get super stiff, and strengthens the muscles that help you stand tall. Here's how to do the crossbody towel stretch. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, knees soft. Hold a hand towel with both hands, about shoulder-width apart. Pull the towel taut. Keeping this tension is the key to engaging your muscles. As you inhale, raise your arms straight up overhead, keeping the towel tight. Now for the main event. As you exhale, twist your torso to the right, and at the same time, bring your arms down diagonally across your body, aiming the left end of the towel toward your right hip. Keep your arms as straight as you can and the towel pulled tight. The movement should come from your torso, not just your arms. Inhale as you untwist and bring your arms back to the overhead starting position. Exhale and repeat on the other side, twisting to the left and bringing the right end of the towel down toward your left hip. Alternate sides in a slow, controlled rhythm. Aim for 6 to 8 repetitions on each side. Focus on the quality of the movement and the feeling of the twist through your core, not on speed. This exercise is a beautiful way to integrate your mind and body. It improves posture, strengthens the core, enhances spinal mobility, and supports brain-body communication, all in one fluid motion. So there you have it, 6 simple, powerful movements. A mindful walk to connect with your body, a morning stretch to lubricate your joints, a deep squat to reclaim mobility, a floor rise to build real-world confidence, a static stance to fortify your legs, and a cross-body twist to unite your mind and body. As you can see, the path to a longer, more mobile life doesn't require a total lifestyle overhaul. It doesn't demand pain or exhaustion. It's built on a much quieter, but far more powerful principle: gentle daily consistency. Think of each of these movements as a small act of care for your future self. One day might not feel like much, but when you string those days together, you build a future of vitality, strength, and freedom. The greatest lesson we can learn from the world's healthiest elders is that mobility isn't determined by your age. It's determined by your habits. You have the power to write a new story for your body, one of resilience and grace. You don't have to do all 6 of these tomorrow. Just pick one, the one that seems easiest or the one that calls to you the most. Start there. Start today, and give your body the gift it was designed for: the gift of movement. If you found value in this approach to health, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. We're building a community of people who believe in a better way to age, and we would love for you to be a part of it. Thanks for spending your time with me today.